Welcome back to the Hockey Think Tank podcast. We got a short shifts episode here, 10 minutes on the clock. Jeffrey Lavecchio has no idea what the topic is going to be. Vex, are you ready?
Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's talk some nutrition. Let's talk about how to fuel our bodies to be at our best. So I'm leaving this really vague. I'm leaving this up to you as the guy who studied this stuff, as the guy who talks about nutrition all the time. Ready, set, green light, go.
I love it. Got a little less than 9 minutes. So there's so many different ways. There's so many different ways to talk about nutrition if you want to get into the weeds. So let's stay way more macro versus micro. Basically, especially young hockey players, most undereat, especially really, really dedicated young hockey players who are 3 practices a week, plus games on the weekend, plus working out,
plus driving.
Right. It's a lot. Their metabolism is it is through the roof. You really, in my experience, have to harp on 90 to 95% of those players at those, below 18 to eat more. And so that's massively important, is to make sure that the players are getting enough protein. Getting your body weight in grams of protein is what I make all of my guys. That's what they shoot for. But I actually, when they're a little bit older, I'll say, maybe 15 to 20 grams over that. So if you weigh 180 pounds, I want you eating between 180 to 200 grams of protein per day. For most people who are going to school, they're waking up around 7 a.m., give or take a little bit. Okay. So you're going to have your first meal at home. If you really want to make a difference, if you really want to get the most out of your body, you've got to think about strategy for how you can get in that amount of protein and the amount of calories you need during the day. If you have school, practice, you're in the car, all these things. And so it comes down to how good do you want to be? Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. So for me, it's I tell all my guys, you should have a bag, and they see me every time I come into any gym, anytime I leave my house, I got a backpack. I got snacks in there, right? Like a little kid. I got snacks in there. I got a protein shake. I got waters. I've got green sticks. I've got bars in case I get stuck somewhere for too long. Because how my body performs is very important to me, right? And if you're trying to be the best hockey player you possibly can be, you need to focus on this, especially when you're younger and your metabolism is through the roof and we're trying to start to put some strength on you. So again, you get back to strategizing, okay? You're getting up for school probably around 7 a.m. Yes, he does. Vechs hammers protein shakes going down on the ticker. If you don't know, watch our shows on YouTube now. They're dope. So it's going to be, for the most part, it's going to be 6 meals. If you're somebody who has to go to school, you're a kid, you're waking up, you got practice after school, you're probably going to break up that protein in grams into 6 meals. So like I said, if you weigh 150, maybe shoot for 150 to 165. Let's use 150 because that's an easier number for my brain on the hop here. You divide 150 by 6. So is that 25? Yeah, 25. Yeah, 25. So that's 25 grams of protein at each of your 6 feedings throughout the day. Okay.
So what's here for people who don't know nutrition like you? What would constitute 25 grams of protein?
Yeah. So at those younger ages, 25 grams is going to probably be a little bit smaller than your palm. Okay. So you look on your plate, the meat, the eggs, the whatever, look at your palm. It's going to be probably right about the size of your palm, maybe a little bit smaller. Most protein shakes are around 20 to 24 grams, 25 grams of protein. So that would be a scoop, maybe a scoop and a quarter of a protein shake. If you're having that as a snack. For eggs, that's probably going to be 4 eggs, whole eggs. Egg yolks are not bad for you, especially if you're buying quality eggs. Now they're starting to dye the eggs because they know that the healthy people realized orange yolks were better. So you buy better quality food, you get better stuff out of it. But to go back to it, 6 meals. If you get 6 meals in, 2 of those can be a shake. That makes it easy, usually after post workout, and the other one after, post skating, or like one in the middle of the day when you're at school and you can't get a meal. So that could be breakfast at home, 4 eggs, English muffin, smoothie, 4 eggs, bagel, oatmeal, whatever, 4 eggs, oatmeal, 4 eggs, bagel, something like that. Doesn't matter what kind of meat. And then like 3 hours later, you have a shake with some carrots that you brought in your backpack in a bag, or a salad, or I don't even care, fruit and veggies. And then you have lunch at your lunchtime, 12:30, whatever that is. Then you have a snack. Then you probably have a shake after practice. You go home, you eat dinner. You got in your 6 meals, 25 grams of protein each. You're going to have carbs at almost all of those, and also make sure you're having fat by using oils, like olive oil, real butter, milk, dairy, as long as it's high quality, avocados, all those things, fish oil, and eating fish will help with fats too. So I know that sounds like a lot, but you just got to break it down into how much protein do I need per day so that I'm like hitting my protein goal, because that's very important for athlete recovery. Okay, how many hours of the day am I awake? Okay, so that's 6 meals, or 5 meals, depending on what you can do. And then you just got to get in your numbers, for that. And if you're somebody who wants help with this, I actually, because I'm a first form athlete, I have access to their app where I can send you a link, to where you can literally track everything by typing it in. And there's tons of apps out there. First Forms is the cleanest. It is $12 a month, but you get all this other, health, workouts, all of this stuff. Like, it's like one of the best apps in the world, honestly. It holds you accountable. You get a coach, but you can put in anything. So if you go to Chick-fil-A and get a spicy chicken sandwich, you put that in there. It counts all of your numbers for the day. Then you go home and eat eggs. You say, hey, I ate 4 eggs. And every day it'll tell you, like, you missed your protein goal by this much. How much water did you drink? It allows you to track everything. I don't love having younger players track things, like feel like they have to do it, but I do like making them do it for up to 2 months, so that they can just learn by looking at a plate. Am I eating enough protein, carbs, and veggies in every meal? And then that's easy. Just think protein, carb, veggie every meal. Make sure you get in your fats.
There we go. We got like 2 minutes left. That was a lot.
I tried to get in as quick as I could there, but I know that when you were playing, like, nutrition wasn't something you like super focused on.
No,
So looking back, do you feel like you left anything on the table? Looking back,
absolutely.
were there
Absolutely.
games where you didn't have energy, and you're like, why don't I have energy? And like, what things could you have done better with nutrition when you were playing?
Yeah, I think some of the things that you talked about are just really important. That's like failing to prepare is preparing to fail. And so by having a little bit of a plan, by planning some things out the night before, putting your backpack, getting it ready the night before with your snacks, because at the end of the day, like those snacks that you talked about are really important for youth hockey players, because
Really?
like really extremely crazily important,
Yep.
because you're going to school and then you're getting right in the car and then you're going to hockey. Like you don't have time to like prepare all these meals. So it is really important. And like you always say, like if you want to be a Ferrari, you can't put in crappy gas into your gas tank. Like
100%.
food is fuel. And I think for me, just even being a little bit older now, it's not just like to optimize your performance. It's for freaking pure health. For
Yeah.
pure health reasons. If you're eating crappy foods, you're going to have more inflammation. And if you have more inflammation, then you're going to get injured more, and you're not going to be able to play at the best of your ability, because your muscles are going to be tighter and your joints are going to be, tighter and things like that. So just the more that I look into it, the more that I think about nutrition, at the end of the day, it's just living a healthy life and putting things in your body that are like natural, and putting things in your body, because at the end, like I think about this, like I've been traveling a lot the last couple of weeks. You walk into any like convenience store, 95% of it is crap.
Crap.
It's absolute crap. And so you're walking around and I'm like, man, I think I would like to have something healthy, but there's very little in here that's healthy that I want to eat, And so, like you said, I think those are some great tangible things that you can do. And again, it's fuel. Like it's not just something to sustain you. It's like fuel to help you be at your best, not just just be at your best. We're done.
Better fuel, better outcomes on the ice. Share the damn show.
Share the show.